Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to use your turn signals and when to use your turn signals. Alright, let's get right to it. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's get right into this driving tutorial. First and foremost, this little lever that you see over here to the left of the steering wheel, well, that is the turn signal lever. Now, in addition to controlling the turn signals, it usually controls a few other things as well. But let's start off by going over the turn signals and how to use them. So this lever right here can either be swung up or swung down. If you swing it up, it's going to activate your right turn signal. And then you push it back to the middle to cancel it. If you swing it down, it's going to activate your left turn signal. And then you push it back to the middle to cancel it. Now, when you are making a turn, most of the time, the turn signal will cancel itself towards the end of the turn. But if it doesn't cancel itself, then you can once again push it back to the middle to cancel it. Now, here's a little trick for remembering which way to swing the lever to actually activate the turn signal. If you can imagine your left hand turning the steering wheel. If you wanted to turn to the right, and your left hand was right where the turn signal lever was, you would go this way, which is like swinging that lever up. So you would turn this way, turn the wheel this way to turn right, and to activate the right turn signal, you're going to do that exact thing with the signal lever, with the turn signal lever. You're going to go like that, up, okay? Now, if you were turning left, you would once again just go like that. So to activate the left turn signal using the turn signal lever, you're going to swing it down just like that. It's a very simple process. So that is how to use your turn signals and when and sort of how it works, with a little secret to remember how to do it. Now we're going to go over when to use your turn signals. So I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible. You should be using your turn signals whenever you are changing the direction of your vehicle. Right now, I'm driving straight in a lane, in a straight line, in a single lane. I'm not changing any directions, but here are some situations in which you might be changing directions, and you can actually you should be using your turn signal during these situations. Number one is when you actually change lanes. So if I'm driving here and I want to change to the left lane, I'm going to put my left turn signal on in advance. And the key is that when you're using your turn signals, the goal of using your turn signals is to show the other drivers and pedestrians and everybody around you what your plans are, okay? You want to indicate to them what your plans are. And in order to do that, you need to do it in advance. So you don't want to put your turn signal on and then switch lanes right away. You want to put your turn signal on in advance and then switch lanes. Let everyone know what your plans are before you actually go ahead and go through with them, okay? So if you're switching lanes, that's one example. If you're making a turn, a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn, that's another example. If you are pulling over to the side of the road, that's another time that you would use your turn signal. So let's say I was, driving in the right lane or on a side street and I need to pull over, I would put my right turn signal on, and then I would pull over to the right side of the road, because that's where we pull over here where I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Another situation is if you're pulling away. If you're pulled over and you're pulling away, you should be using your turn signal. If you're reversing to the right or to the left, let's say you're in a parking spot and you're reversing to the right, use your turn signal to show everybody your plans on reversing. If you are driving forward out of a parking spot to one direction or the other, you're going to use your turn signal. If you're doing a three-point turn, you're going to use your turn signal multiple times. One time to pull over and then another time for each point of the turn. If you're doing a U-turn, you're going to use your turn signal twice. One time to pull over and the second time to actually go through with the U-turn. Basically, if you're ever in doubt and you don't know if you should be using your turn signal or not, think, am I basically turning the steering wheel? Am I changing directions? Because if I am, then I should be using my turn signal in advance to let everyone know what your plans are. And just, it is for safety reasons, okay? First and foremost, it's a legality issue because, you can get a ticket if you don't use your turn signal, at least here where I live. And also for safety reasons, using your signal will greatly increase the chances of you being safe while you drive, and that means everyone else around you is going to be safe too. And that's basically it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.